Hello. This video is what I think about the Bible, the truth about the Bible. Excuse the eye patch, my eyes in excruciating pain today. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna hold off on the doctor for a few days. I don't want to spend any more money on the doctor. Spent like $1,200 on medical shit in the last couple months. So anyway, what I basically want to say about the Bible, I got this idea because I was kind of laying in bed all day, feeling like hell, and figured I'd look at my timeline website, which is a really cool website because it's ultimatetimeline.net, and you can really learn a lot about history by looking at your timeline. My timeline, the ultimate timeline of the whole planet. And I made it, haha. Anyways, and I realized something about the Bible. Okay, first of all, I'm not raised as a fundamentalist Christian. I was kind of raised to hate fundamentalist Christians and stuff, so, I don't know. Anyways, but I have talked to fundamentalist Christians and stuff, and Christians, maybe fundamentalist Christians or even normal Christians who aren't, don't really understand something about the Bible, man. Especially the fundamentalist Christians, who are actually not that smart to begin with. If you look at statistics, fundamentalist Christians are the lowest bracket, money-making bracket of the people in the world, of America. Not like if you don't make much money, you're stupid, but I'm just saying that's what the statistics say. But anyways, what people don't understand about the Bible is that the Bible is the New Testament and the Old Testament, but Bible's only like a couple thousand pages long. It's not that long, and we've been writing since the beginning of freaking time, dude. So you don't have to be a fucking genius to realize that there's more shit out there. It's not just the Bible, man. And now I don't know if people realize, but the Bible was compiled by Romans in something called the Council of Nicaea. Now, Nicaea is a place, I think it's in northern Italy, where the bosses of Rome got together and took what they decided they were going to take, what they thought was be the best Bible, and they took this, took that, and they put it together. So, fundamentalist Christians telling you that God wrote the Bible, well, that's not the whole picture. Romans compiled the Bible. And if you look at the history of Rome, man, these people are gangsters, dude. So basically, gangsters put the Bible together from whatever they chose to put together, and they put it together so it's almost like they wrote it, out of millions and millions and millions of words, thousands and thousands and millions of pages worth of information written by God. They choose 2,000 pages together. So, why don't you mention that? Now, check this out. The council, I'm looking at my timeline here, ultimatetimeline.net, best timeline ever. Made by me, haha. Anyways. Now, it says here that Council of Nicaea was in 325 AD. Now, if you look at the 100 years leading up to the Council of Nicaea, we were having all these persecutions. The first persecutions against the Christians, because what happens is Jesus dies, the Christianity starts to grow, and now the Romans see that as a threat, because Romans used Romans see any group of people who band together as a political threat. They didn't really understand the concept of something that was beyond politics. So they just started persecuting Christians, seeing them as some kind of a state threat to them. So they do the first persecution. Let's see. was it? Well, anyway, the third persecution by Trajan was in 106, which was, Jesus was crucified in the year 33, and not long after they started doing the persecutions. The third persecution was in the year 106, and then they keep going on. They have all these other persecutions. The fifth persecution, the year 200, where I'm talking crucifying thousands of Christians along the Appian Way, along the road leading up to Rome, so that all can see these people getting crucified. It's trying to scare the shit out of people. And then Rome started to have some serious problems. After Marcus Aurelius, who died in year 180, he was the last of the 5 good emperors. Rome kind of started to go to hell. It's kind of started to fall into these kind of civil wars. Like there was an emperor of Rome that was only an emperor for 1 year in the year 217, and then right after that there was a guy who was known, who was a Rome emperor for 4 years only, and he was known as extravagant and horribly cruel, and then you have Maximus, who was, I don't think he was even a Roman. He was a German who took over Rome, and he did another persecution. So, and then they had this, and then they kind of had to keep having these persecutions, but Christianity kept growing and growing, spreading the word of Jesus and one God for everybody and all this. So, and then Rome started to get totally taken over by the Germans. So they went and they moved. Constantine moved the center of Rome to Constantinople, to what we know of as Istanbul. And then they see, so they're kind of, Rome's starting to lose their power, and they're thinking, what are we going to do? Well, they decided they would adopt Christianity, or basically, maybe you could say hijack Christianity, so that they could get power in that way. And so they moved it. Constantine was ruler from 306 to 337. So he was the guy who did the Council of Nicaea, because that was in 325. So basically, they write the Bible, they adopt Christianity, so that they could maintain power. So this is the birth, basically, of the Bible. That's the story of the birth of the Bible. Not a very pretty birth. So, next time you try to tell somebody that God wrote the Bible, you definitely want to say in the same sentence, but there's more shit out there. It's not just what the gangsters decide to put in. Because I was hanging out with these fundamentalist Christians a few years back, trying to talk to them about other information. They're like, oh no, everything else is the devil, and you have to be careful about that other stuff. Only the Bible. And it's like, well, what about like the Gospel of Judas, or the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, or all these other Gospels, all this other old written stuff, and even stuff not from the Middle East, all this other stuff. And they're like, no, that's the devil. And so what are you saying, that these gangster Roman emperors are the representatives of God? Doesn't make any sense. So that's the birth of the Bible. That's the true story of the Bible. So, open up your mind a little bit, and, there's more stuff to read than just the 2,000-page Bible. So let's see what else. There's some other interesting stuff that I saw in here too. Like in 331, heathen temples in Rome were destroyed. So as soon as they adopted Christianity, what did they do? They went and they destroyed all of their old temples of like Jupiter and all this other stuff. And they couldn't just keep it. So they had to go from controlling and killing the Christians to controlling and killing the other people, So, whoops, I'm out of time. So it's not just the Bible, people. Fundamentalist Christian. There's other books out there.